Shalom, it's Kanai from GMS, Gary, Indiana. First, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto YAHAWAH, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders in GMS who rule well. Peace and blessings to those of you teaching the truth for love of the gospel. Shalom. All right, we're going to start here in Luke chapter 18, verse 9. It says, "And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others. Two men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee and the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, The Most High, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican. I fast twice in the week. I give tithes I give tithes of all that I possess. And the publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, Yahawah, be merciful to me, a sinner. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone that exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted." All right, so the Pharisee, you know what I'm saying, was the one that was exalting himself. All right, you know, he was justifying his works, you know. All right, but you know, verse 14 says, "For everyone that exalteth himself shall be abased." All right, so you put yourself, yeah, man, you hold yourself in high regard, man, you're gonna be brought down low, you know. And he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. All right, so the publican, you know, humbled himself in the sight of the Lord, you know. Hey, but you know what I'm saying? He called himself. He told the Lord to be merciful to him, and you know, he acknowledged that he was a sinner, man. You know that's the kind of person that the Lord will lift up. You know, in due time. You know. All right, let's go here. Let's go to Psalms. (138) verse 6. All right, this is Psalms 138:6. It says, "Though the Lord be high, yet hath he respect unto the lowly." All right, so the Lord, you know, is the Most High. It says, "Though the Lord be high, yet he hath respect unto the lowly." All right, those that humble themselves. All right, those that you know, choose humility over pride and arrogance. You know, but the proud, he knoweth afar off. All right, hey, the proud are far from the Lord, man. You know, that's not what you want to be. You want to be close to the Lord, man. All right, so humble yourselves. You know. All right. Let's go. This is Job 9, verse 20. You know what? I'll read 19 as well. Job 9:19. If I speak of strength, lo, he is strong. And if of judgment, who shall set me a time to plead? You know, because the Lord, your time to plead is while you still have breath, man. All right, the Lord is going to judge you based off your actions that you're doing right now, man, while you're living. You know? All right, so don't go about justifying yourself. You know, don't go about thinking that, you pretty much you're in control. You know, because the Most High is in control, man. And the Lord can change things on you, man. You know, though you think you're righteous, the Lord can show you that you're not righteous, man. You know? It says, if I justify myself, mine own mouth shall condemn me. If I say I am perfect, it shall prove me perverse. See? So don't seek to justify yourself. You know, you should always constantly be looking at yourself, you know what I'm saying, and thinking like, you know, what can I do to better myself? You know what I mean? You know, that's how you should look at yourself. You should look at yourself not like you're perfect. You should look at yourself like you're imperfect and always trying to be better, you know? All right. All right, this is Proverbs 18:12. It says Proverbs 18:12. It says, before destruction, the heart of man is haughty. All right, before destruction, the heart of man is arrogant. You know, he feels like he's better than others, man. Proud. And before honor is humility. See? So before one receives honor, you have to go through this process of humility first. All right, you have to be set yourself in a low position, man. You know, and then the Lord will exalt you, man. You know? Because you didn't exalt yourself. You let him exalt you. You know? All right, I hope this was a good lesson. You know what I'm saying? I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kakodash.